with you?
Photo of a man and woman in Ohio passed out in their car with the woman's 4-year-old grandson in the backseat.
Ito ang patay sa magkakahiwalay na operasyon ng pulisya kontra droga.
Patay ang isang batang 5 taong gulang tapos pagsasaksakin. Ang suspect, ang nanay nilang nakadroga umano.
My God, I hate drugs.
Hello everyone, good day. Welcome to our video. For our topic today is all about drug and alcohol prevention awareness. So in today's generation, many people don't know what is alcohol and drugs. Alcohol and drugs may lead to addiction that can cause side effects that are harmful. So what is really an alcoholic drink? An alcoholic drink is a drink that contains ethanol, a type of alcohol produced by fermentation of grains, fruits, or other sources of sugar that acts as a drug. The consumption of alcohol drinks, often referred to as drinking, plays an important social role in many cultures. So why is alcohol makes you drunk? So once you start consuming alcohol, your liver begins breaking it down. An enzyme called alcohol dehydrogenase is responsible for breaking down alcohol to acetaldehyde, and that is then further breaking down of acetic acid. There are two terms of health risk in alcoholic drinkings. First is the short-term health risk. The second one is the long-term health risk. Short-term health risk is an excessive alcohol use has immediate effects that increase the risk of many harmful conditions. These are most often the most result of drinking and includes injuries such as motor vehicle crashes, falls, drowning, and burn. The second one is the violence, including homicides, suicide, sexual assault, and intimate partner violence. The third one is the alcohol poisoning, a medical emergency that results from high blood alcohol levels. And the fourth is the risky sexual behaviors, including unprotected sex or sex with multiple partners. This behavior can result in unintended pregnancy or sexual transmitted of the disease. Includes HIV. And the last one is the miscarriage and stillbirth or fetal alcohol spectrum disorders or the PADS among pregnant women. Proceed to the long-term health risk. Over time, excessive alcohol use can lead to the development of chronic diseases and other serious problems, including high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, liver disease, and a digestive problem, breast cancer, mouth, throat, esophagus, voice box, liver, colon, and rectum. Next is the weakening of the immune system, increase of chances of getting sick, learning and memory problems, including dementia and poor school performance, mental health problems, including depression and anxiety, social problems, including family, job-related problems, and unemployment. And the last is an alcohol use disorders or alcohol dependence. What is illegal drugs? A drug is a substance that affects the way the body functions. If a drug is classified as illegal, so that means it is forbidden by the law. Here we have 8 illegal drugs that are commonly used: cocaine, heroin, ADDERALL, methamphetamine, magic mushrooms, marijuana, ecstasy, and LSD. What is cocaine? A cocaine is an addictive drug derived from coca or prepared synthetically, used as an illegal stimulant and sometimes medicinally as a local anesthetic. Cocaine is highly addictive stimulant drugs used by 14 to 21 million people worldwide. Unfortunately, many people suffer from unpleasant consequences as a result of their cocaine use. One's potential risk of addiction may include overdose, HIV infection, hepatitis B infection, hepatitis C infection, mood disorders, cardiovascular diseases, respiratory illness, gastrointestinal disease, high blood pressure, polydrug abuse, stroke, weight loss, seizures, altered sleep patterns, memory loss, slow reaction, short attention span, shrinking of brain size, nosebleed, nose collapse. What is heroin? So by the way, heroin is an opioid drug made from morphine, a natural substance taken from the seed pod of the various opium poppy plants grown in the Southeast and Southwest Asia, Mexico, and Colombia. Heroin can be a white or brown powder or a black sticky substance known as the black star heroin. There are side effects of heroin. Once a heroin enters the brain, it converted to morphine and bends rapidly to opioid receptors. People who use heroin typically report feeling a surge of pleasurable sensation or a rush. With heroin, the rush is usually accompanied by a warm flushing of the skin, dry mouth, and a heavy feeling of extremities, nausea, vomiting, and severe aching may also occur. After the initial effects, user usually be drowsy for several hours. Mental function is clouded, heart function slows, and the breath is also severely slow, sometimes enough to be life-threatening. Slowed breathing can also lead to coma and permanent brain damage. What is ADDERALL? ADDERALL and MIDES are trade names for combination of drugs containing for salt of amphetamine. The mixture is composed to equal part racemic amphetamine and dextroamphetamine, which produce a ratio between dextroamphetamine and levoamphetamine. The two enantiomers of amphetamine. There are side effects of ADDERALL. Example: loss of appetite, weight loss, dry mouth, stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, headache, diarrhea, fever, nervousness, and trouble sleeping. What is methamphetamine? Methamphetamine is a synthetic drug with a more rapid and lasting effects than amphetamine. Used illegally as a stimulant and as a prescription drugs to treat narcolepsy and maintain blood pressure. So it is usually used for those people who are having a high blood pressure. Methamphetamine abuse has many negative side effects. Consequences including addiction. Addiction is a chronic, relapsing disease characterized by compulsive drugs seeking and use and accompanied by function and molecular changes in the brain. What is magic mushroom? Magic mushroom is a psilocybin mushrooms, commonly known as a magic mushrooms. Mushrooms or shrooms are a polyphyletic informal group of fungi that contains psilocybin, which turns into psilocin upon ingestion. There are side effects of magic mushrooms: nausea, vomiting, increased heart rate, blood pressure and temperature, muscle weakness, drowsiness, lack of coordination, and dilated pupils. What is marijuana? So, marijuana is also known as cannabis. Among other names, it is a psychoactive drug from a cannabis plant. Native to Central and South Asia, the cannabis plant has been used as a drug for both recreational and entheogenic purposes, and in various traditional medicines for centuries. So how does marijuana produce its side effects? Many people experience a pleasant euphoria and sense of relaxation. Other common effects, which may vary dramatically among different people, include heightened sensory perception. Example: brighter colors, laughter, altered perception of time, an increase of appetite. What is ecstasy? Ecstasy is composed of methylene dioxide methamphetamine, commonly known as ecstasy, or molly, is a psychoactive drug primarily used for recreational purposes. These desired effects include altered sensation, increased energy, empathy, as well as pleasure. When taken by mouth, effects begin in 30 to 45 minutes and last up to 3 to 6 hours. Here are side effects of ecstasy. It produces such as feelings of mental stimulations, decreased anxiety, and enhanced sensory perception. What is LSD? LSD is a synthetic crystalline compound, lysergic acid diethylamide, that is potentially hallucinogenic drug. LSD users openly experience loss of appetite, sleepiness, dry mouth, tremors. Visual changes are among the most common effects. The users can become fixated on the intensity of certain colors. Here we have a short video clip that shows side effects of alcohol and drugs.
Yeah, Ed! Yeah, Ed! It's gone.
You gonna get arrested. You gonna get arrested now. Put your shit up. Okay, put it in hers. You got me. And that's depending on what type of level y'all on. Yeah, but so that's on her if she ain't trying to see where you.
Nowadays, drug and alcohol addiction is prevalent. So before we talk about the prevention of drug and alcohol addiction, we must know what is an addiction. So addiction, it is an inability to stop using a substance or engaging in a behavior even though it is causing psychological and physical harm. How to prevent drug and alcohol addiction is to simply stay away from it. In preventing addiction, we must learn how to deal with life's pressure. Do not give in to peer pressure. Develop close family ties and communicate with each other. And if ever that the addiction is already happening, avoid criticizing and establish trust in order to help them seek therapy or medical help from professionals. Maintaining a happy and healthy lifestyle, and most especially, surround yourself with good people that can help you in becoming a better person.
Hello everyone, welcome to our video today. The rest of many harmful health conditions like injuries such as motor vehicles, crashes, and sometimes medicinally as local anesthesia. Ay sa'yo, katos. Anesthetic dahil anesthesia.
My God, I hate drugs.